Welcome to Kinda Kay. I'm Kay, and I wanted to make this video a bit about what you can expect from this channel, what type of content I will be creating. Okay, so I decided to start my platforms, for the sole purpose of realizing that I'm at a very interesting stage of my life. Not good, not bad, interesting. And depending on what I do right now, my future self will be good or bad, if that makes sense. Okay, so to give a bit of context, I graduated high school and went straight to university. And I feel that's something that people don't tell you enough. It's that, yeah, it is important to choose like the right career that you want to pursue, but it's also very important that you choose the right university. And I feel that that was something that people just didn't tell me enough. So fast forward, I basically didn't like the university. I couldn't give my 100%. It just wasn't my environment. So I decided to drop out. But mind you, I dropped out or drop out without really knowing what I was going to do. Like, I only knew that I wanted to go abroad, but I didn't know if I wanted to study abroad, if I wanted to work abroad. Like, I didn't know. I basically didn't want my parents to like keep on wasting money, and I dropped out. So I was like, okay, bye. I didn't have any plans, and so gratefully, thanks to the universe, I'm so grateful for it. I got a job offer, and now I'm working part-time. During this time, I had a lot of doubts because I didn't know if what I was doing was right, if this was the path I should take. Like, there were just a lot of things going on that just didn't sit right with me. Like, I was worried because everybody was going back to school, and I was just like sleeping. I wasn't doing shit. And so I got very worried, and there was a point where I don't know if it was the people that surrounded me, but I did start to feel like I messed up. I screwed up, and I should stay and study here. But there was this moment, this key moment, where I realized that what I was doing was alright. It was basically the moment where I gained back motivation. My dad, I had to go pick up my dad at the airport. And then, when you get to an airport and everybody's like rushing and everybody's like trying to get to places or having coffee, there's just like a lot going on. And then I remember going to pick up my dad, so I parked and then I walked out. And like that feeling where you get to an airport or you're about to get to an airport that you feel, I don't know why, but I just feel like renewed, and I feel like everything is possible. So I remember I parked and then I walked into the airport because my dad's flight was on time. I wasn't on time. I was like early. And then I got there and I was just like walking around, and I felt like inspiration, and I was like, I can do this shit, like, for sure. So that was one of the key moments in my life, because now every time I don't feel motivated enough or I feel like I want to give up, I do drive to the airport. And this can sound like freaking stupid, but I do live relatively close to the airport, so it isn't like a really long trip. It takes me like 20 minutes to go and come back. Basically, the content I want to create for this page is like kind of vlogs or stuff I'm doing. It's really normal, like I'm just recording my life. And maybe I wish I could like help some of the people out there that maybe are confused or aren't sure of the decisions they're making, because they may be too far-fetched. Because here's the thing, I have goals and expectations for my life that are really stupidly, crazily high. Like, literally, how? So, that's kind of the content I want to share. I really want to create funny content. Like, not funny, but I guess a bit more relaxed. But I will figure that out. I will figure out how to. I do know that I want to make that. Excuse me. I do know that I want to make that type of content like a part of my page. And I also want to have like this realistic type of content where I share like social anxiety or anxiety in general, because I do deal with anxiety. And maybe like a bit of personal progress. I think mostly it will be about personal progress. And I wanted to end this video with like a short quote, or like, I don't know if it's a quote, but the fact that you're doing things differently doesn't mean that you're doing them wrong. And that's a quote I came across. To be honest, I don't know if I read it, if I heard it, or if I just like created it myself, or if it was a quote and I just like changed the words. So to be honest, I also suffer from ADHD and I forget things a lot. And I don't know if that has to do like with genetic Alzheimer's, because my grandma has Alzheimer's. That's a story for later. So this quote really marked me a lot, and I just wanted to tell people that it's okay. It's okay, and you're doing great. Everyone is doing great. And doing things differently just means that you're gonna be a different person. And I know that sounds like stupid, but I mean, if we all do the same things, then that's my dog. It was my dog. Okay, so yeah. The fact that you're doing things differently means that you're not following the same path as everyone is, and that the bigger the change you take, or like the risk you're taking, then bigger the reward. So don't stop dreaming. Good night.